So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on this.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by...
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dog. Some way back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we...
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
And a Raven first down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Third down.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. Quick throw taken in by Snead. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Steps away. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, He can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
7-yard line.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Ravens nothing. Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Ravens nothing.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jackson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And 6.
And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo, and they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
They'll run with Mostert, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. They'll run with Mostert, and this time he is in. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Ravens nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. That catch good for only a couple. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
37-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson caught right side at Snead. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. On second down, here's Jackson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 68 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. Garoppolo. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Garoppolo sacked.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. There's Garoppolo to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
7-yard line.
Mostert. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
21. Here we go.
Once again, it's Mostert. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. A good run on first down, followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and run here with Mostert, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's Mostert. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now again to Mostert running right. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options. But when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only a yard there, sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd
and 11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And now off to the races down the right side. line. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how control of the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and then decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20. Not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. This time, Jackson will throw it. And there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
First down, Baltimore.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Niners on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
49ers.
It goes as a gain of 9.
There, the offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I said could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he is going to have a Niners first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Draw play, Garoppolo gives to Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. And forget overtime. Barring a miracle possession.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
You made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for two. To throw is Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
The score, Niners 22, Ravens 14. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
On the 8-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson out to his left. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game. And now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Looky here, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and now an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Number 30,
Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 60 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And it's 15-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 15.
Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
This is Mostert. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. On third down, here comes Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Yeah, he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Steps away to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Russell Wilson sacked. A loss of a yard. And it's third down. 3rd and 9.
On third down, Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Jason Verrett. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Wilson intercepted.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
19-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
57 Mike. Mike 57. Big stop, G. Big stop. 13. 13. Patch it. Patch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Jaron Reed on the tackle. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
One more time with Mostert. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
57. Mike 57.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert Taking it in. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're back within 8. It's 15-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 15, 49ers 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They'll toss it out to Carson. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
He's brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on Wilson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
It brings up 3rd down.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Wilson on the move to his left. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 23. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Carson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. Being chased out left. He's going to take Wilson, hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And nothing but daylight ahead. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The 49ers 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
57, Mike 57.
Now Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
57, Mike 57.
Garoppolo. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. For the extra point. And it's good to make it 15-14, 1-point game.
Score Seahawks 15, 49ers 14. For San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, rolling to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Barrett. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Mitch Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run the draw with Mostert. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Sliding out of the pocket. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control and see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Gold to add the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Niners 24, Seahawks 15. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now it's Carson. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play on third down for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point. Because
oh, and now they're going to fake it. That's caught by Hollister.
Okay, they went for the fake, gone for the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On second down, Mostert.
The 29-yard line.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Mostert. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier. He was taken down by Kane.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
21.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 30. That will go
is a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Once again, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 50, check 50. 11. 50. Time to go, night. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Completes it to Samuel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Mostert. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go, D.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then in the end, he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. Now Carson fumbles the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's Mostert. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue. continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. That tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. Going up sky high while I'm rocking Air Force. And she just wanna ride, shorty bad and gorgeous. She was rocking stripes, said it's alright. Then I cut her off, shorty stepped on my off-whites. Okay, now wait. Gotta get the bag in racks every day. Don't tell me to relax, I can't, I'm saying. Got a new Prestos and a J's in the way. Got a new bitch watch, but it don't take time. Might pull up on a hop if it's too hot. And he wanna play ball, hit a 3-point shot. Or this my court, got a block on lock. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute. Like, don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken. That tasty finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here what the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself this thing. Then she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Don't tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting nothing back. In fact,
you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage with the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a fool. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say, so what you gon' do? Stop playing with it. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without. Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me, cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls, head to toe designer. Drip, little bit.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking a field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers.
To kick off for San Francisco.
Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going.
And off we go from Nashville.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Down at the 43.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Tannehill on third down. He gets it to Brown. Complete.
Ooh, Lord have
Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 57 yards. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Titans 7, 49ers nothing.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expecting at the back. In fact,
I sat down with my accountant.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. To throw is Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
Fourth down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On second and 9, Tannehill. And now he'll tuck it and run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. A first down carry for Henry. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess it.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slip.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 59 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
The game.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. To throw is Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butler.
It certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Will Compton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Rolling to his left. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Fourth down.
So I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He's going up top for Taylor. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, here's Henry. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Tarvarius Moore on the tackle. It's a gain of 3.
Here's Tannehill.
3rd and 4.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Steven Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal.
A 36-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll them out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense.
And they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive? And that's caught inside the 30.
Bring it! Bring it!
Touchdown, Titans. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Steven Gostkowski.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Garoppolo winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll roll him out right. Uncorks one for Davis. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 34. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. A gain of 2.
They run once more with McKinnon.
At the 35-yard line.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Jerick McKinnon, the ball carrier. He was brought down at his 49-yard line.
Now Garoppolo leads for McKinnon on the draw. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this
this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And look at this. For the second straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Escaping the pressure right. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get your reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, first and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down.
57. Mike, 57. I don't even know why this team showed up.
They snap it to Tannehill. Looking here for Smith downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
21. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Forced, and that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Good. Makes the score Titans 34, 49ers 14. Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Tannehill going to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.
Hey yo, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it.